The all-steel base cabinet keeps the Powermatic 15HH stable when in use. Wheels are built into the base cabinet. The pedal at the rear locks the wheels to keep the machine steady during operation. Okay, we can't really get a semi-tractor in this machine, but it'll handle material 15 inches wide and up to 6 inches deep, which is more than most of us are ever going to see. The 48-inch long all-cast iron tables give you plenty of support for even the big jobs. A pair of rollers are built into the bed that make working with rough cut stock much easier. There's an easy-to-reach and use adjuster at the end of each of the rollers. Cut depth changes are made using this large cast iron hand wheel that's fitted with a spinner knob to make large changes easy. When the table is set correctly, you turn these knobs in. There's one at either end of the table. Turning this knob locks the table to the lead screw that's located within the column at each end. This wood's eye view under the cutter head housing lets us see the working parts. First up is the row of anti-kickback fingers. These individual plates work by gravity, so they accommodate whatever wood is presented. Next is the serrated feed roller that gets a good grip on the wood and keeps it moving consistently through the cutter. The orange plate is the chip breaker, and that's fully adjustable. Next is the bird cutter head itself, and we'll take a closer look at that in a minute. And finally, there's a smooth steel outfeed roller that keeps the material moving without marring the freshly planed surface. Removing the top cover from the 15HH gives you easy access to the cutter head. I've run at least a couple of thousand board feet of red oak through this 15HH, and the cutters aren't even thinking about getting dull yet, but we'll show you how to change them anyway. You can see that each bit has 4 identical cutting edges on it. Each bit also has this BT lettering in the corner. That allows you to index any number of bits exactly the same way. Powermatic includes the T25 Torx wrench for the screws that hold the bits in place. Just break it loose, and if you're just going to index the bit, turn it out a ways and carefully lift the bit, turn it so the new side is facing forward, and then tighten the screw up again. You can remove the screw altogether. Remove the bit. Then all we have to do is make sure that the surface that the bit seats on is clean and at the bottom of the bit is clean. There's no shimming or adjustment needed. Install the new bit with the side you want facing forward. Replace the screw and snug it down. Each end of the feed rollers is adjustable for spring tension and height. Using these adjusters are located outside of the machine. To keep the debris flowing away from the cutter head, they include this all-metal shroud. The shroud terminates in a 4-inch diameter port that's angled to the side to keep the hose out of the way of the wood as it exits the machine. Changing between the 16 and 20 feet per minute feed rates is done with this knob, and only when the machine is running. We push it in for the 20 feet per minute rate and pull it out for the 16 feet per minute rate. This magnetic switch is designed primarily to protect the motor from over and under power situations. However, it also prevents the machine from starting on its own should the power go out and come back on. When the power is restored, you have to push the on button to get the machine to start. If you want a planer that cuts super smooth and is as accurate as it is tough, the Powermatic PM15HH helical head planer should be at the top of your list.